Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, and we're doing a general collective read. Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you for all your love and your support. You guys are wonderful. You know it's a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles as you need to. Just take what applies though. Leave the rest, okay? Let's see where we're going to go with this. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? Thank you. New beginnings. Congratulations. Something exciting, something new, taking a leap of faith. It could be traveling, could be anything, right? This is the world here. You're closing a door to ending something old and you're beginning something new, opening a new door. It's wonderful. It's a good feeling. I can feel it. I just heard I feel like a big girl or a big guy right now. So you're doing stuff that maybe you always thought you'd be able to do one day, but you never got around to, and you're feeling it. It's good. Solar pleasure chakra 3 in reverse. Where you've been, well, you gave your power away. So you're moving on. Somebody took advantage of you. 3. This is Empress in reverse. You gave so much of yourself. You lost yourself. You didn't think that you could do this. You didn't think you had enough willpower, but you do. Congratulations. Somebody was tapping into, I don't know, maybe you didn't tap into your intuition at one point, but now you are. No rest, there's not going to be a rejuvenation or whatever this is, okay? 4 in reverse, you're dealing with somebody that's very distorted, male or female. Wanted power and control, was in their ego, a tyrant or a bully, only cared about their image. Or maybe this was you at one point, who knows? Yeah. All it is passion, right? Could be all sexual, or you have a new beginning. You're taking control of a situation. This is a new beginning, new passion opportunities, growth and expansion. Taking action. Now, somebody could be feeling sick. They're not happy that you're moving on. That you take a leap of faith, or you're not happy where you've been. If it has anything to do with the last read, somebody was just there for the smecks and cheating on. If this is the same story. Not happy. No truth or clarity. You can't trust where you've been. You know what I mean? You suffered in silence, going within, doing that soul work, right? Finding out. Somebody's not going to change. They don't want to change. They're resisting change. It's a permanent, profound ending. It's a loss because it's getting tiring. It's getting old. You don't want to keep doing this back and forth. Somebody's always lying to you. There's no new beginnings as long as you stay where you are. There's no truth or clarity. There's no communication. I get it. So it's something to do with the last read, possibly. Doesn't have to be. Just take what applies, okay? You don't want to live and die this way. I don't blame you. It's not much of a life when you're dealing with a cheater, right? Somebody's taking a piss all the time, expecting you to just take all their bullshit. Would they take it? Absolutely not. If it was the other foot, or if it was the other way around, would they take it? What would you think they would do or say? Absolutely not. New beginnings. So you're not taking much with you. It's game over. Wow, that came right out with the heart. See? It's game over. You're not here to be played with. Your heart's not here to be broken time and time again. I get you. Something to do with a pregnancy test. So they could have impregnated somebody or got impregnated by someone else. Okay? Whether they are or not, I don't know. Divorce, separation. You don't have to be formally married, but it's a breaking a contract. They want to keep a promise, or they were supposed to keep a promise. I don't know where that belongs, but you don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Check yourself. So there's comparisons here. You got proof. Something to do with a fake friend. So it has something to do with the last read. Their fake friend or yours. Yeah. Someone's insecure. They made you feel insecure. I've been there. Ex-partner making you feel insecure. They're cheating on you with other people, and that other person's making you feel insecure, like you're the idiot. You're the one that's crazy for thinking that they're cheating on you. No, I don't think so. Game players, right? So, new beginnings. It's game over for whomever this is. There you go. Mind games. Immature, testing you and analyzing you. They can keep it. They can keep their mind games. Play on themselves or each other. It's a double life. I can't make this up. Liar, deception in another relationship. This was a soul contract. Soulmates, partnership, spiritual union. Either they turned their backs on you and they should have done better, and or everybody we deal with is a soul contract of one varying degree or another, right? So there's something to do with pictures. They're looking at your pictures, regrets, reminiscing, and missing you. Well, that's just too bad that they wound up with that one, or they will wind up. It's all about desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts. So if somebody puts sex ahead of everything else in their life, well, go ahead, but don't expect other people to go along with it. There's more to life than sex. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to pop up on you? Psh, surprise visit, reaching out in person? Yeah, I don't know about that. Can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you how I feel about that. I don't know. By the way, I just heard you're being protected against from this to go any further. So obviously, Spirit doesn't want you to keep going back over there, keep getting your heart broken, keep being played. It's time for you to move on. So I think even if you did want to speak to them or see them again, I think you're being protected against it. Because sometimes we're not thinking straight when our heart's breaking, right? Sometimes we thank God for God being there and the angels to protect us from making stupid mistakes. Enough is enough, I just heard. Wow. So you must have gone back and forth with this person a few times already. Sorry you're going through that. New beginnings, game over, and mind games. Thank you. Resistance. See, there's resistance. A secret admirer, suppressing, timid. So you're suppressing your feelings. Somebody's suppressing theirs. Someone's feeling timid. Take it for whatever it is. There's resistance here. They don't want you to go. Maybe you're hesitating to go. Maybe you're thinking about picking up the phone or texting them back. I think that's why Spirit's saying they're protecting you. Because when we're in this mind frame, we want what's familiar. We don't know what's coming in the future because it's new and we are afraid of the unknown, right? You're in the thick of your emotions, I get it. You're going down memory lane. Things were good then, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Does it outweigh the bad, though? You got to ask yourself that. Rejection. It's God's protection, okay? Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. What I tell you, it's an irrational fear of life without them. It's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. I don't think so. So thinking, you're in your thoughts, missing you, craving, desiring. That's why you're being protected. This person's cursed. Or they're doing curses against you, or the third party is. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. If you're in your negative mind right now, they're protecting you. Okay? What you need is peace right now. Balance, harmony, and friendship. Whoever you're dealing with was nothing but shallow. Okay? Maybe it's one of your friends they cheated with you and they had a second life with. And that's a double whammy. Okay? So both of them were probably trying to explain to you what happened. It was an accident. You know, they just want you to accept it for what it is. No, they both fucking used you and treated you like garbage. They knew what they were doing. They're adults. Okay? Hollow, empty, and bored. They did what they did out of boredom. Wow. Cloudy judgment. Illusions, unbalanced and distorted. So, yeah, give them the silence. Okay, it's time to not talk. Keep your silence. Frozen, no words, stonewall. Let them go out into obscurity. Escape this bullshit. You're being protected. This is a past life repeat. Okay, so that's why you feel so deeply about this person, this situation, or this friend, or all the above. This is a past life continuance. They did this to you in a past life. You didn't learn your lessons in a past life, so it followed you into this life. This is your lifetime to stop it, nip it in the bud, cut the cords, so you don't bring it into another life. Okay, so you can be free once and for all. That's why you feel so strongly about your partner or this friend or both. This was a lesson. This was a karmic lesson that you needed to learn, and you didn't quite get the chance to in the last life. And who knows, maybe there's been lifetimes, but this is the life to do so, okay, to put it behind you. So we have new beginnings. Congratulations. You have something great to look forward to, by the way, okay? So it's game over, mind games, and resistance. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? What's the message for the collective, please? You just had to go within and find that courage. God has given us the ability to provide for ourselves in this lifetime. So if it's a matter of provision, paying the bills, having a family, blah, 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 we're able to do life on our own if we so choose. We just got to find that, okay? We're not, we shouldn't rely on someone else to live our lives. How am I going to do it without so-and-so? Well, you're going to find a way. This is where you're going to find your strength. You know what I'm saying? We find our strength when we're on our knees, when we think we can't keep going. That's where our strength kicks in, because we don't have a choice. What is that? Out of necessity? I can't remember that saying. I forgot to look it up last time. But out of necessity, that's where you find your strength, right? You find out who you truly are and what you're able to do. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, this is up all night, not eating or sleeping. Worried, burdened. How am I going to do it on my own? This is a nightmare, right? Or this is them. But you've had a lot of sleepless nights because of this situation. Overarching energy, you're letting it go. 5 of Swords in reverse. You got to let it go. Don't have the stomach to go through this any longer. It's embarrassing and disgraceful. It's enough is enough. Maybe the truth has come out and it's embarrassing. They disgraced you. You feel embarrassed. You feel like, I've been there. People cheating on you and doing stuff behind your back. You feel like an idiot. Why did I let it go so far, so long? You're not the idiot. Okay, so drop that. Drop that negative talk. You didn't do this, okay? Yeah, you're making a decision here. This is awareness. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Radical acceptance. Oh. You got to let it go. Now that you're aware, you got to let it go. Somebody could have wound up in an STD. Or you just don't have the passion for this person anymore. Or if they're continuously cheating on you, obviously they don't have passion for you any longer. So why would you want to be with them? Because they want a mommy or a daddy? Nah. A maid? Nah. A friend? Yeah, this is a backfire. No communication moving forward. Listen, they're trying to stop your forward movement. You're not communicating. You're making the choice not to communicate with them any longer. With the friend or this past person. Somebody's in their emotions. What they do is they emotionally blackmail you. They make you feel guilty. This is always somebody that's needy and greedy. What about me? Always about self-serving. It's always about them. You might be very, very sad. But at the end of the day, this is somebody that doesn't care who they hurt. Okay? They're very manipulative. Yeah, buts comes out. That's all that comes out of their mouth. When you say you hurt me, you tore my heart out of my soul, out of my body. Yeah, but what about me? Wow. You ruined my family. Yeah, but what about me? Yeah, okay. Then they try to make you feel guilty for how you feel. Yeah, male or female. This is somebody that does not give a crap. They have hidden addictions. They're quick to turn on the tears. Quick to anger, if it's not going their way. Whatever. This is wish fulfillment. They're quite satisfied with the setup here. 9 of Cups here. So that could be the other person. Side dude or side chick. Yeah, multiple options. Quite satisfied with multiple options here with this delusion. This could be a friend, the friend that stepped in here. This is reckless, careless, foolish, taking unnecessary risks. There will be no new beginnings, okay? They went right off the edge. They think you're naive and gullible. That's what it is. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare now. It's in reverse, the 9 of Swords. You're not worried. You're not going to worry about this any longer. They are, though. They're in their emotions. This is self-love. You're finding yourself. You're finding self-love for yourself. You want true love. You love yourself. You found some pearls of wisdom here to hang on to. This is a blessing. This was an injustice. They're in their emotions. They think it's unjust that you're not going back to them. That you're not accepting their apologies. No. You're not heartbroken any longer. You've healed. You're healing your heartbreak. You've healed. It's a blessing in disguise for you. You don't need to be here. No, that's too many. Somebody's mad. They're jealous. They want you to be jealous. They want you to be overly dramatic and emotional. Because maybe you were in the past, right? Now it's a nightmare because you're not. They are. Yeah, they're holding back. They're holding back from you. You're protected. You're stable and secure. Somebody was holding back from you. They wanted a life of luxury off your back. Somebody's unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish, codependent, clingy. So your partner's codependent, clingy. It's going to cause a lot of upset financially. Somebody doesn't like to be alone. That's why they're with you. They hold on to you because they don't want to be alone. Wow, that's not a good excuse. This is abusive, okay? This is somebody that abuses you. Mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, financially. They're reckless, okay? They endanger other people. They get hot around the collar quite easily. Six of Pentacles beneath that. So it's not an equally yoked relationship. They breadcrumb you. It is what it is. It's going to cause financial instability for them. They can't make it on their own, yeah? You're not taking on their burdens. You're letting it go. Bye. It's ending of a cycle. They're going to get hot under the collar. So whoever you're dating, married to, whatever, they might get mad because you're pulling out. Okay? And you're taking your money with you. Or your assets or whatever. You're not obligated to this person or these people any longer. Yeah. Opportunists here. You're stable and secure. This is a blessing for you. Something to do with money here. Opportunity. Maybe you're finding out that some of your money was going into the other household. You know what I mean? The other relationship. Yep. What I tell you, family. Another family. Damn. There's the ending of a cycle here. Okay. Yep. No more long-term stability. They stole a lot of money. It could be just they used a lot of your money here. This is family discord. 10-10, it's over. Giving a cup of love to other people. Playing games. This is your friendship as well. It could be friend and love. And you're speaking your truth, or you did speak your truth. You set boundaries, you cut them out. Bye. This could be law and order. It could be anybody. It could be a speaker. It could be you or male or female. Pardon me. Male or female. You're no dummy. You're very astute, discerning, intelligent, and wise, and intuitive. Why? And you're not mincing words. You're not holding back. You overcame these mountains behind you for a reason, okay? You're not going back there. Yeah, divine feminine energy, or some they got to tell you the truth. They got pregnant, or they are pregnant, or they've got pregnant a few times. I don't know. Yeah, sudden departure, sudden arrival. Somebody doesn't know what to do. There's no contingency plans. Or you could be a divine feminine energy, male or female. You're down to earth. You're unconditionally loving. You're a healer. You're a creator. The truth is out. So they got somebody pregnant. I'm so sorry for what they put you through. They can't hide this. Somebody lied here. Page of Swords. Somebody's very abusive, very jealous of you. And they lied. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander potentially. There's a lot of talk going around. They're petty and they're cruel. This was unequally yoked. And this is going to cause a lot of instability financially. They breadcrumbed you. It is what it is. They're playing mind games. Like it said here, power plays, mind games, gaslighting. You're not engaging. You took the high road and walked away and let it go easily. They can't handle the challenge or the conflict this is bringing into their world. They're fighting. They're finger pointing, blaming one another. Somebody's unfaithful. Let them hold on to the unfaithful partner. It sounds like they're both unfaithful. They can't come correct. You let them go. There you go. They're immature, irresponsible. You can't rely on them. They're not dependable. They're lazy. It's not the rite of passage. It's just not the right relationship for you. So you're letting it go. You surrendered it to God. This is illumination. You learned your lessons. Congratulations. You overcame. I'm very proud of you. It's not easy. Where are we going with this? How are we ending this read for the collective, please, at this moment? A lot of illumination. Letting go and letting God. Could also be if they don't pay up for child support, they might get arrested, or they have been arrested, and that's how you found out. For some people, letting go. This is taking action here. This is illumination. Somebody's only in it for that smecks. There's new beginnings here for you. New passionate opportunities. You want people that are... you want a person in your life that's passionate about you, or... you know what I mean? Growth and expansion. They did too much That's Ten of Swords, but somebody got sick, injured, or taken action. They want forgiveness here. They want to take the swords out of your back that they placed there. They did too much. There's no going back. They did way too much, okay? It's time to recover, recoup, and regroup. Whoever this is needs counseling or therapy, or it is what it is. It's not going anywhere. They're out of control. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want you to move, or they don't want to move. That's just too bad. It's an ending of a relationship. What do you expect is going to happen? They don't want you to radically accept it for what it is. They're going to make you false promises yet again. But you saw it wrong. You interpreted it wrong. You didn't, that's not the way it went down. It's whatever, excuses. It's not going anywhere. End of. Maybe you're going to take the car away from them. End of. Yeah, you seen through the illusions, breaking free. You're nobody's fool. Okay, you withstood a lot. That doesn't mean you're a fool. I've been there. Doesn't mean I was a fool. I chose to believe in somebody's bullshit lies. Then I found out the hard way, and I learned my lessons. You're distancing. You're detaching. This person's non-committal. They might be losing their home as well. Party's over. Whatever party, okay? The car's gone. You saw through the illusions. It's not going to go anywhere. They're going to lose their home and their family. It's not much of a family. They're heartbroken now. Now they're heartbroken because you're leaving. Because whatever they were wanted out of this relationship, it was working so well at one point. Now, no. They shit the bed. That's what it is. It's a tower moment. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to be suddenly. Whatever they tried to build, it was built on a false foundation, giving off a false impression and a false sense of security. This is a redirect for you, for them, everyone involved. Okay? And trust and believe when I say that when you found out the truth, this was a tower for you. So it's not like you didn't go through the tower, but these two are going to go through a tower. Because for some reason they needed you still part of the picture. Maybe you caught them in bed. I don't know. There's a lot of regret here. There is a third-party situation, a collaboration. Now they want to cooperate with you. Or they wanted a threesome with you. Get out of here. Truth and clarity. This is a new beginning here for you. This is a breakthrough. You're going to have that conversation. Something to do with a contract. They're not sorry for what they've done, or something is, I don't know. They're immature, insincere, and very, very childish. Feeling rejected and abandoned. They rejected and abandoned you. Now they're feeling stuck within this relationship. If they did get handsy with you or get mad with you, they might be going to jail. There's restrictions here. This is self-imposed. Yeah. 8-8. You walked away. You could have felt trapped within this relationship. Now you're not. You're walking away. You know they're not sorry. 8-8. So this is karma. What I tell you, this is karma. It's coming back on them. Coming back on them. They wanted you to stagnate. They want you to come back into another toxic cycle with them. It's a hell no. Okay? Since you walked away, what they're facing is a series of unfortunate events. Stagnating in life. See, where you were stagnating. You were just holding you, keeping you from your destiny. Okay, wasting your time. So you're in search of your 9th and 10th cup. You're listening to the divine. You want to heal? Where you were was trash. Whenever I see this card, it reminds me, see the seagulls? They only come around like that on a beach when there's dead fish or trash, right? So it's an indication that you were with trash. It's over. You're walking into a better place, a better life. Yeah. Lost control. They can't control you anymore. They want to return and humble themselves? I don't think so. This is somebody that's afraid that you're not going to return. And this time I think you're right because you went within. You're good on your own. Somebody's afraid to be on their own. You're not. You went within. You did soul work. Maybe you got a PI and they gave you all the information you needed. This is a poser, a player. They bit off more than they could chew. They could be a person that gets handsy, okay? This is all about their image and what money can buy and what they look like in front of everybody. It's all egotistical, arrogance, conceited. They're very conceited. They're very, it's a coward, male or female. They want to reconcile with you. You're going to get mad because you don't want to reconcile with them. Yeah, they're scared here. This is a scandal. You're balanced. You're in alignment. You're being protected by the angels here. Okay? They're scared. You're very balanced. You're very calm. You're very calm about it. You're not freaking out. They wanted you to freak out. Yeah, you're moving on. Bye. Yeah. Moving on from this from this marriage, this commitment. You got some wise counsel. This is the divine truth and clarity. You're going towards your happiness. Congratulations. You put your past hurts behind you. Because where you've been has been unrequited love. You're letting go of the past life soulmate. You finally mastered this part, okay? This is not your wish fulfillment. If you had stayed in this unrequited love situation, you would have stayed in your south node, or this person's in their south node. This is no wish fulfillment. This is them. Yeah, their wishes. I can't say that. Anyways, it's unrequited love. Let them stay where they are. You've graduated. Congratulations. That's what it takes. It takes you to take that leap of faith, right? To believe in yourself. Believe that there's more out there for you. So this is a new beginning. You're closing this door. You're opening a new one. It's going to be exciting. Get excited, okay? Maybe you thought you didn't have the willpower to do so at one point. You can't create a new life for yourself. You surely can. Maybe that's what they're bothered. Maybe that's what they're always telling you, your partner. Screw that, okay? Game over. Something to do with a pregnancy test. Maybe you found a pregnancy test and you asked them what the hell's going on. And that's how it came about, the truth. Yeah, they were playing mind games with you. It's a double life. They can keep it then, right? You don't need somebody that you're always wondering, looking behind you. What are they doing? What are they doing behind my back? You don't need that crap. There's resistance maybe that you're unsure whether you can do it on your own. You're unsure whether you want to leave them or not. Yeah. Rejection's God's protection. Remember that. He's protecting you. He saw all. He heard all. He knows all. Maybe you have abandonment issues, but you're overcoming that. You're healing from it, and that's why you're able to move forward. Congratulations. We all have whatever to overcome, you know? Abandonment issues, fear of being alone. Whatever it is that we have to deal with. Everybody has their own mountains to climb, and once we do, it's a different world for us, isn't it? How are we ending this for the collective, please? What's the final message? 8. Someone's afraid. They lost control of a situation. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. You don't want somebody that's always lustful, that's for sure. Wanting power and control. It's all about their ego, right? Yeah, it kept you stuck. 12. Somebody in their tentacles keeping you stuck, unable to overcome, or making you feel like you can't overcome this or can't let this go. It's a waste of time. 23, a higher power stepping in. This is a marriage or commitment. It's done. 13, never-ending change. This person doesn't want to change. They're resisting change. So it's time to move on. 8. Motivation. Maybe that's all you needed. I don't know. Things were going along so well. What happened? Whether it's from wariness, boredom, or indifference, somehow the situation has become bogged down and no progress is being made. Consider how you can get things moving again. What would motivate your co-workers, family members, or collaborators to participate wholeheartedly again? So it's something stagnant here. They know you don't want to come back. They know you don't want to do a do-over, okay? So they're trying to get, maybe work your heartstrings. I don't know. What incentive can you give yourself to move toward the finish line with more enthusiasm? There's no point in flogging a dying enterprise, but this one may just need an encouraging little touch of the whip. It's in reverse. Health issues may be affecting your energy. Mental health is, not just health, but mental health as well. This is not good for your mental health. If they came home with an STD, that too, right? So that's a factor here. Sorry you're going through that. Hello, 12. Hello is the first step toward understanding. It declares your good intentions and your harmlessness. When something unexpected comes into your life, say hello. If you open a new door and are surprised by what you find on the other side, say hello. Don't be suspicious or refuse an opportunity to expand your circle of friends. Don't shut out new experiences simply because they are new. Remember this, as it will come in handy very soon. So just because a friend did you wrong, wound up in bed with your ex or your partner, Just because your partner cheated on you doesn't mean that other people will, or your future friends will. Don't cut yourself off from love and or friendship. We're social creatures, human beings. We need people in our lives, even if it's just a friend. It's up to you whether you want romance or not, but what I'm saying is you need to socialize. Even if it's just have a cup of coffee once a week, or you know what I'm saying. Don't cut yourself off. Don't think everybody's the same. It's in the light aspect, though. The wonderful world of diversity is opening up to you. So you're finding out there's different people out there. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody. Listen, if there's one of you and you're honest and you're faithful, chances are there's many more of you like that in the world, okay? Just because somebody cheated on you doesn't mean everybody will cheat on you. Or your friend was two-faced and used you and lied to you, played you in your face, doesn't mean all your friends are going to be like that. It's just that now that you're elevating and your frequencies vibrating at a higher level, you're going to be attracting higher level people towards you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not everybody's the same, so get that out of your mind. 23, rescue. Help is on the way. You may not have consciously called for it, but nevertheless, the universe is sending you some assistance. Told you. If you have been hoping for a rescue, boost that signal now so it knows exactly where to find you. Let friends and family know you welcome their participation and their ideas. If you're in over your head with a project or problem, let people who are more skilled help you. There's no shame in accepting what people sincerely want to give. In the light aspect, pay it forward who needs your help. So now that you got the help, or you will be getting the help, remember to pay it forward to those who need it, okay? Because not everybody is able to deal with what you're able to deal with. At one point you didn't think you could do it, but you found your gusto, you found your strength and willpower to do this, to get you, whatever it is. Not everybody feels like they could do it like you did at one point. Melancholy, sadness, I get it. Over money, maybe they used your money, maybe you're having to really cut back. Or maybe this is them. They're feeling sorry for themselves because they have to pay the bills 100%. It was good. It was, I don't know, they were using you at one point, right? Yeah, this isn't the enemy. Your friend was your enemy, your partner was your enemy, or they treated you like the enemy. Some of you are talking, a lot of talking right now, right? It's over. It's the end of this. It might feel like an unalive. The end of your life, you know what I mean, as you knew it. Sweetheart, you're a sweetheart, male or female, and a wife. There we go. So somebody had a sweetheart and a wife, or you were this wife, or they're crying over a sweetheart and a wife. I don't know. Somebody's finding something out, scholar. And there's a lot of sorrow. I get it. Okay? Life is changing. This is a butterfly. Somebody was living a frivolous life without meaning, just going nowhere, around and around circles. So you're going within, doing some soul work. You're finding out about yourself, finding out about what you want in life. Maybe you're finding out about psychology, tapping in with a therapist or somebody that's helping you understand what it is that's, this relationship. There's a lot of sorrow. Somebody's sick. You're going to claim they're sick, or they got you sick. All this stress is going to make you sick, so you have to do something. Yeah, this is a thief. Either they stole your person, or they something to do with money. It was a great setup for a while, right? Yeah, something to do with a lover. Yeah, they stole your lover. Listen, you can't steal a person unless they want to be stolen. You know what I mean? They went there. Yeah. You were faithful to this person. You thought they'd be faithful to you, this Lord. I don't know, there's something to do with service here and a younger woman. We're servicing a younger woman. Always looking for younger women or younger man. Take it for whatever it is. Yep. They were paying for a home. They were paying for this, that, and the other thing. They had a home elsewhere. Unbelievable. I'm sorry you went through that. It's best to know the truth so you can deal with it and and heal from it. But you're finding your worth here as a human being, as a person. You're not worthless. If they made you feel like that, that's because you're in the wrong place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel disgraced. You did nothing wrong but love this person, believe in this person, wanted the best, right? Same with this friend. Don't beat yourself up. You didn't do anything wrong. That's the main point, okay? You can heal from this and you will be happy again. I love you, and until next time, take care.